Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Only able to gain a couple there, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. You look at this Raiders defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
To me, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. But he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Jacobs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss.
Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. These two teams all tied after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
back to throw here.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just take the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll go with a keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Jacobs again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
2nd and 13. Throw left side complete. That's Black. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. Back to throw now on 1st down. We'll get that to Charbonnet. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's blocked. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we've got a football game going.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. He's able to find Melton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 56 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Open man is Tucker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And quickly, they get to the line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They go with Jacobs. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this is caught. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end fan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent, you get 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Here's Charbonnet. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they will take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to